any event here. Welcome back to the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course, folks. It has been a very interesting afternoon here. A major cell of weather came through the area as we were waiting for the NTT IndyCar Series qualifying session to get rolling and put us on a hold for a number of minutes. As you all know, if you have been watching NTT IndyCar qualifying, lightning strikes around the area. Every time that happens, it's a 30-second hold. So it's really changed things around here for the USF Pro Championships. Again, my name's Rob Howden, folks, alongside the voice of Mid-Ohio, John Phippen. Lots changing here for the USF Pro Championships as the drivers in USF2000 get set to go for their final race of the weekend. What this has done for us with a hard stop at 7:15 p.m. local times, it's moved the Pro 2000 race that was scheduled to go after USF 2000 to tomorrow morning. So race 2 will now replace where race 3 was tomorrow morning. And then the third race at USF Pro 2000 now being moved to the end of the day after the IndyCar race. So we are getting ready to roll straight into it. The drivers will head out here onto the pit lane from the pre-grid, and they're going to go right out onto the racetrack. So let's have a quick look at the grid. 19 drivers set to go here. Callahan Peter in the J. Howard driver development. Number 9 starting at the tail of the field up to row number 9. It will be Jack Morhart in the number 78 for VRD Racing, alongside Ayrton Khan for Exclusive Autosport in the number 94. Row 8 will have the South African Vian Bassa for PFH Racing in the number 67. Naeem Saleh, the Brazilian, for J. Howard driver development, powered by ECR in the number 7, starting 15th. Wesley Gundler showing great speed throughout the entire weekend. The MB Motorsports driver, number 46, starting 7th. Alongside him, Connor Aspley, who has now moved his full focus to USF 2000 for the remainder of the season. The Exclusive Autosport driver in the number 91, starting 13th. Up now into row number 6 on the outside, starting 12th. That'll be the New Mexico driver, Gabriel Kahn in the Exclusive Autosport, number 93, the brother to Ayrton. Alongside him, Thomas Nordquist out of Missouri in the D-Force Racing, number 17. Moving up into the top 10 right now on the outside, Australian Liam Loiacono for J. Howard, starting in the 10th spot in the number 6. Alongside him, the Canadian Lucas Nanji for Pabst Racing in the number 24. Row 4 will have Evan Cooley alongside Brad Majman. Both those drivers winners on the season. Cooley in Exclusive Autosport, the number 90, winning at the Freedom 75 at IRP. Brad Majman scoring wins at Indianapolis and Road America this year to move himself up to the second place in points. Majman running for Pabst Racing. Row 3 will have all VRD Racing. Oliver Weldon on the outside, coming back from that nasty flip yesterday. Many of you worried about him. He was actually in turn 1 watching the remainder of the race before the checkered flag had flown, so safe in that Tatis race car. Alongside him, Joao Vergara in the number 3. Vergara, a podium in race number 1, looking to back that up, maybe even a win here in race number 2. Row 2 will have Eddie Beswick alongside Sebastian Garzon. On the outside, Beswick in the Pabst Racing number 23, coming off some wins. Another victory in round number 1 here this weekend, trying to back it up here to cap off a Saturday at Mid-Ohio. The number 23 starting 4th, alongside your point leader out of Bogota, Colombia. That is Sebastian Garzon in the D-Force Racing number 12. 19 drivers in the field, 2 on the front row, off pole. Ryan Janetta out of Redondo Beach, California in the VRD Racing number 44. Pole for race number 1, finish P4, looking for that first race win. Will it come from the outside of the front row? But it's been feast or famine for Anthony Martell on the number 92, the Canadian for Exclusive Autosport, has either won or he's been taken out or involved in issues. Looking for redemption once again after an issue at the start of race number 1. Field is set. It's 15 laps or a hard stop at 7:15. We're getting rolling here at 6:43, hoping for a clean and green race. We'll bring John in here momentarily. Quickly at it here with a tight time limit, and we're racing, folks, in USF 2000. We are green, green, green. And it's a race down in to turn number 1. Martello looking good. A number of stragglers at the tail of the field. You see still coming through here. They needed to get on it. They knew they were going to green first time by, so well back here now. Field now up into turn number 2. Martella takes the lead. Everybody settling in. Race control always tells Aaron Likens, John Phippen, when you see the first 5 rows lined up, we're good to go. If the stragglers in the back aren't getting there, that's not our fault. Front 5 rows, front 10 drivers, let them go green.
Indeed. And just one bit of housekeeping for those of you attending the movie tonight. We've delayed it until 7:30 because we're running behind schedule. So once again, the movie in the S is still happening, but it goes at 7:30 instead of 7.
There you have it. A little update here for all the awesome fans that have gone through some crazy stuff this weekend here at the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course, all part of the Honda 200. Good stuff in the opening circuit here. Drivers doing a tremendous job. Anthony Martella out to the early lead now. Janetta slotting into the second spot. Garzone runs in third. Looks like welded up into the fourth position. Everybody else trying to get single file coming through Thunder Valley. I say that, but then we've got a couple of drivers too wide coming through as well. Liam Loiacono trying to find a way by. So 15 laps on the docket here. Like we're going to have at least 32 minutes of window here. We kind of got rolling at about 6:43. Hard stop at 7:15, as we said. And John, let's use the hard stop at 7:15 to give a shout out to all the corner workers here at the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. That's the reason. These guys have been out here for almost 12 hours straight, and to give them an opportunity. We're not going to ask them to keep going until 9 o'clock this evening.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and you know, we had a 2.5 hour delay because of the lightning in the area, and we've got a car off here in the carousel turn. We understand it?
Yeah, I believe it's the number 91 of Connor Aspley, I think, off in turn number 12. That is the carousel. We're going to see full course yellow. Indeed we will. The AMR safety team already out there looking to find out where he is. Turn number 12. It looks like he's come to a stop on the exit of the carousel, John, up to the driver's left.
Looks like he's right up against the tire barrier there.
Yeah, you wonder whether or not it was mechanical, pulled off the racetrack, or maybe sideswipe coming through that corner there. Don't want to speculate too much. Very hard for us to see. Didn't see it on the camera itself. So not the start we wanted here in a 15-lapper. Yeah, being told that by production that likely just pulled off beside the wall. So tough one there for Connor Aspley, of course, ready to get back to racing after an incident in race number 1. We'll have a potential look at it here. Yeah, so look at the top part of the screen. Aspley started in 13th position. Oh, no, he gets up with the driver in front of him and it goes straight off. Looks like he got up on the back of Thomas Nordquist, who was just in front of him a row. That's tough. So following a little close, got right up in there, and again, it happens with open wheel racing. Looks to me like his left front climbing over the right rear of Thomas Nordquist. At that point, you can't steer. Let's put it that way. So another driver coming in here. That's the 17. So damage to the rear wing as well of Thomas Nordquist. Not surprising at all with the contact with Connor Aspley from the tail.
So yeah, those two drivers now out of the running as Nordquist damaged by the car of Aspley getting up over his rear wing.
So indeed, back at it here to cap things off for USF2000, a part of this weekend here, the USF Pro Patriot 250 Grand Prix of Mid-Ohio. Again, we'll take an opportunity to say to all of you, those of you watching here in the U.S., happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day. John, to you as well. It's a big day, obviously. The red, white, and blue proudly showed around the racetrack, in the paddock, in the campgrounds, around the facility. A big day, obviously, July 4th, 250th birthday. What a fantastic weekend it's been thus far.
Yeah, because of the delays, because of the weather that came through, we've had a couple, fan events that had to be canceled. The Camping with Honda, where the Honda drivers, after qualifying, come through and sort of mixed with some of our campers here at the racetrack. Unfortunately, that had to be canceled because of the delays. And again, we have a movie tonight in the S's, but we're still going to try to get that in. But we're going to start a half an hour later than originally scheduled. The movie should kick off at about 7:30 rather than 7 o'clock as originally scheduled. But again, you're right. The corner workers, had to stick it out with the rest of us as we just waited for the weather to clear. And once it did, we were almost ready to send the Indy cars out for their qualifying session. And literally, as the drivers were jumping into their cars, there was a flash of lightning within the 8-mile radius, and they had to give them the cut for another 30-minute delay for that lightning.
Indeed, there was a lot of that, wasn't there?
Yeah,
Every time we thought we were here, race control said we're getting close, we're kind of into the window. Oh, another lightning strike.
Yep.
The last thing you want to hear. Let's give you the update. We did have at least a little bit of an opening lap rolling there. Anthony Martella taking the lead. Ryan Janetta goes into second. Sebastian Garzone into third. Oliver Weldon up to fourth. Eddie Beswick fifth. Brad Majman sixth. Liam Loiacono in seventh. Joao Vergara down to eighth. Gabe Kahn in ninth. Lucas Nanji rounds out the top 10. Wesley Gundler in 11th position. Started 14th, so he's up 3. Evan Cooley in 12th. Ian Bossoff 13th. Ayrton Khan 14th. Naeem Saleh, Callahan Peter, and Jack Morhart. 17 drivers remain. Not sure if they were able to get the car of Nordquist repaired yet with the rear wing. They're still working on the machine of Connor Aspley. Hopefully Connor's all right over there at this point here. Looks like the AMR IndyCar safety team is with him. Again, the window will take us to 7:15, so still 25 minutes of racing set to go. We should be able to get through the remainder of the laps, but it all depends on how long it's going to take care of the situation over in now turn number 12. Martella, I talked about him at the very start. What a season it's been for this young driver. Coming in with Exclusive Autosport, second year in the series, 100% expecting to try to take a run for the championship. And the opening round at St. Petersburg, absolutely disastrous. Started on the outside of the front row, came across to try to take the lead in the opening corner. Contact from a driver coming into the inside, took him out there. Ended up getting just 1 point, finishing last. Then the next race, the next day, an issue with the car. He goes off the racetrack in turn number 4. So disappointing. Comes back then and wins the first race at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, part of the triple header there. Top 5 in race 2, then another issue in race number 3. Was leading at IRP in the Freedom 75. Had a massive 3, 4, 5 second lead. Fantastic lead on that racetrack. Driver spins coming out of 4. One of the lap cars in front of him loops around, rolls back into him, takes him out of the lead. Again, feast or famine for Anthony Martella. Same goes for that. He ends up winning a race at Road America. And then here at Mid-Ohio yesterday, side by side with the lead out of the opening corner, coming out of the keyhole, and contact between he and Liam Loiacono put them both off to the inside of the racetrack again with an opportunity to potentially stretch away. And the contact put him, again, down the order. Still sitting somehow 7th place in points with the strength of a couple of victories. So this would be massive for him right now, getting an opportunity to potentially work his way for another race win. Sebastian Garzón still the point leader, though, coming into this event. Had a rough one yesterday in race number 1. Got into it with Wesley Gundler, then spinning across the track, taking out Evan Cooley. So not a good finish there for Garzón. His first finish outside the top 5 all year. And I kind of looked at it earlier on and said, hey, you know what? He's got a lot of, 9 straight top 5 finishes. It's impressive. I got to look to see who's got the best streak in USF2000 of top 5 finishes. I had to go back to 2018, and it was 14 straight for Kyle Kirkwood. He did not finish outside the top 5 at all on road to a championship in 2018 USF2000. So the bar was set very high. I said that Garzón may have a shot at it because we had 2 more races, 16 races, not the 14 that Kirkwood had. But that streak, again, came to an end yesterday with the contact over in turn number 5 and 6.
Recovery work for Connor Aspley just about complete. They've got him loaded into the box. He's going to take a complimentary ride to the McNutt Medical Center, just as a precaution, I'm sure. But the safety crew's got the car out of harm's way, so we should be green to go next time by, we believe. No official word from race control, but yeah, the pace car's just making its way down the back straightaway, so hopefully we'll be able to go green this time.
Yeah, lots of time for sure. Martella, Ginetta, Garzón, Weldon, and Beswick. That is your top 5. Getting ready to fire things up here once again. Martella looking to try to grab his 3rd win of the season. Eddie Beswick trying to back-to-back it as well. He got a win in the opening round at Road America, a win in the opening round here at Mid-Ohio, looking for his 3rd victory. Beswick currently sitting back there in the 5th position. Work to be done because Oliver Weldon there in 4th as well. A driver just waiting for that breakthrough victory, having run USF Juniors last year, a rookie this year in USF 2000. Weldon having to miss the opening round at St. Petersburg as he did not yet turn 15. You have to be 15 years of age to run in the series. Didn't turn 15 till later in March. Same will go if he moves up to Pro 2000 next year. If he stays back in USF 2000 for another year, he'll be fine. But if he goes back to Pro, same deal is that you simply have to be 16 years of age to run in Pro 2000. Pace car trying to get himself ahead of Martella as quick as they can. They're going to go the outside because they are not gapping enough. The minute they get to the middle of that corner, they can punch off. Martella quickly on the power, and we are rolling onto the front straightaway. Back to green flag racing, lap number 2 in the books. One driver well off, that is Weldon. Weldon all the way off the racetrack on the exit of turn number 13, coming to the green, through the gravel, through the grass. He'll bring it back on the racetrack, and he's going to fall way to the back of the pack because those tires super wet going through that very damp grass after the rain overnight last night, rain essentially for a couple hours here this afternoon. But we are back to racing. Weldon's departure moves Eddie Beswick down up into the third spot. He'll go to work here on Garzone. Front three drivers trying to stretch out. Big move over to the left side of the racetrack, or right side rather, is Loiacono trying to find a way by Brad Majman. Good stuff, John, here on the opening circuit.
Working their way down into turn number 4. Line astern for the first 4 places, but great side-by-side racing there as Majman going after it with Loiacono.
More fighting further back. You see the drivers outside the top 10 going at it here. Our live timing looking good. 5 laps in. Martella takes the lead. 3-driver breakaway. Behind Loiacono, it's Vergara and Nanji.
Janetta going a little wide coming out of turn 9. Got a little sideways. That's going to cost him some momentum heading down into Thunder Valley.
We talked about how tough that corner is, John, but it also leads into a pretty big straightaway. Like you said, down through Thunder Valley, you're holding the throttle all the way up through 10 and 11. Crucial part of this racetrack. You can't make a mistake there. Drivers are going to pounce on top of you. Look at this fight a little bit further back as well. They are on top of each other there. I believe that might be the next gap is going to be Nanji. Yeah, it's a white and black pass machine of the rookie Lucas Nanji. He's got Gundler right behind him. Ayrton Kahn, Evan Cooley, Vian Bossoff, Naim Saleh, Kalp, and Han Peters right there as well. Everybody's stacking up behind Lucas Nanji. Look at that train that's coming through here, man. Oh, driver's gone around. That's Callahan Peter. More contact, 2 drivers off. That's going to be Callahan Peter. Not sure which the other driver. It looked like it might have been one of the D-Force drivers that went around as well, but more contact over in turn number 2. The keyhole. Saw that kind of starting as we picked up the last little bit of the shot coming through that corner. That's definitely going to be another full course yellow. I'll tell you this, folks. We had a really rough USF2000 race yesterday, and we're picking right back up where we left off. Drivers making mistakes on the racetrack. Hate to see it. It's not what you want at this level of competition. A lot of these drivers have already done at least 1, maybe 2 years of USF juniors racing as well. And to see the issues here, still 18 minutes remaining to that 7:15 hard stop. 15 lapper here, 6 laps in. They get back around, it'll be 7 laps. But again, the incident over in turn number 1 right now. Okay, like I said, we're going to have a little look at the replay here, folks. I picked it up very briefly. I saw it on the kind of entry into turn number 2, but the pickup as they exited that corner. Okay, so look at the left side of the racetrack here, folks. This is the leaders coming through. That's first, second, and third. You're going to pick it up on the left side. It's near the tail of the field. The driver's further back, probably 15th or 16th, so just keep looking to the left side of the screen if you're watching from home or on one of the big screens here around the racetrack. You'll see drivers get together. One's going to go around. I believe it'll be Callahan Peter, I think, going around. Here he goes around, and then indeed one of the D-Force cars getting in with him as well into that corner. I think it might have been Thomas Nordquist again. So Thomas Nordquist, who got the rear wing changed, got back out, had nowhere to go when Callahan Peter went around. Peter into pit lane here in the number 9 once again for Jay Howard Driver Development. They'll have a look over that race car and try to get him back out again. He's still on the lead lap, able to get back here. Nordquist, as we know, the damage to that car, you could see pieces flying off it as it worked its way around. Yeah, in looking at the entry, again, I got a chance to see kind of tail end of the entry as the drivers were coming into turn number 2. It looked to be like maybe one of the drivers was kind of looking to the inside a little bit, pinching down. It's I don't know if that'll be a racing incident or not. Race control, of course, have a look at that, as they did a lot of video yesterday, John.
Yep.
But Martella still leads. Janetta in second. Garzone third. Beswick up into fourth after that issue for Oliver Weldon. Weldon down into 15th position, able to come back out onto the racetrack. Liam Loiacono will get the spot up to 5th as a result. Majman goes to 6th. Magara 7th. Kahn 8th. Nanji 9th. And Gundler 10th.
It looks like we're going to restart this time. Safety car is trying to get away.
Sounds like we potentially could be going back green flag racing here. I thought AMR safety team was still in the corner. No, they've got it handled because they have the cutoff down there. They probably be able to drag that car quickly over.
Yep.
So we're back at it. Right back to green flag racing. I thought it was going to take a little longer than that, but no, we are racing once again.
15 minutes to go.
Indeed. 15 minutes remaining, but only 7 laps. Should be able to get those 7 laps in if everybody runs clean to the end here. It's been a messy weekend for the drivers in USF2000, no doubt about that. Let's see if they can't get some cooler heads here as Loiacono going to the outside of Majman, trying to come around the outside here. Look at Loiacono there, side by side. Loiacono on the left, Majman, I believe, that on the right.
Pair of Australians going after it.
That actually might be Beswick, but still another Australian. So it's Aussie on Aussie here, down into turn number 4. Yeah, I think that's Loiacono. He's already got by Majman. He'll tuck back in wisely on Beswick. But yeah, Aussies right now run in 4th, 5th, and 6th. And that is Beswick, Loiacono, and Majman. So Eddie Beswick getting pressured hard by Jay Howard, driver development pilot Liam Loiacono. Oh, Loiacono had a little issue coming through turn number 8, John. Car got super loose on the mid-corner there. He was able to control it.
Big wiggle, but he caught it.
Yeah, he likes this racetrack, done well here.
Yep.
In USF Juniors. Again, was one of the top drivers in the USF Juniors program last year. And I'd say probably the hottest driver in the second half of the season. It was just that Leonardo Scorpioni, but so good out of the gate. Martella leads the way. 9 laps down, 6 to go. 6 laps remaining. Martella sets fast lap of the race as well. This is going to be crucial for this young driver. Hey, a 33-point haul. Think about him back there in 7th place. Kind of think of the championship maybe out of grasp right now, but you never know what's going to happen. Sebastian Garzon, your point leader, having a good run here in that 3rd position. Right behind him is Majman in points, but Majman back in the 6th spot now. So Garzon may be able to gap a little bit. A rough race for Garzon yesterday afternoon as I talked about contact with Wesley Gundler in the Indy Motorsports number 46. That contact collected Evan Cooley. Cooley's had some rough luck as well. Here goes Loiacono down the inside, thinking about it. Oh, how about side by side? Oh, contact. Oh, Beswick's going to run him off the track, and they both go off. They are both off the racetrack. Beswick pushes wide coming out of turn number 5. Loiacono's able to get back on. They both do. So no damage to the race cars, but the contact coming up into turn number 5 sends both off into the grass. And what does that do for Brad Majman? Thank you very much. I'll gladly pick up P4. Beswick and Loiacono fall to the tail of the field.
Majman inherited a 3rd place finish yesterday as he was one to keep his nose clean throughout all the carnage.
Aussie on Aussie crime there.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, if you're watching back home in Australia, there's going to be some unhappy folks for sure. The contact between those 2 drivers shaking things up front. Brad Majman goes back into 4th. Bagara up to 5th. Gabriel Kahn now into 6th spot. Lucas Nanji up to 7th. Wesley Gundler 8th, Ayrton Kahn 9th, and Evan Cooley now works his way up into the top 10. Let's have a look at this replay on this, folks, as Martella continues to lead here. You'll watch him coming out nicely with about a 2 or 3 car lengths lead. So watch him side by side coming out of turn number 4, back up to turn number 5. A little bit of an issue there. They may have locked up a bit. I don't know. Yeah, it looks to be like
just interlocked wheels.
Yeah, and you can see Beswick really trying to get on the wheel. Here's the shot from down in turn 6. Again, at that point, they're locked up. You can see they finally release with a counterclockwise spin for Beswick. Loiacono able to keep the car moving forward and down the hill. Luckily, he didn't get on the throttle and spin the rear wheels, but the bottom line is they both fall down to the tail of the field. Beswick in 16th, Loiacono to 14th now.
And Matchman, took advantage of it as he saw them going wide. He dove down to the inside, and the rest of the field followed him through.
Yeah, listen, Brad Matchman said this on the podium yesterday. Couldn't believe that he ended up starting where he was back in 10th. He was running 8th for a time. So much carnage allowed him to get up to P3, and he was laughing about it on pit lane. He just couldn't believe how things had played out for him to get up to the podium. I can imagine him watching those 2 drivers. One, of course, Beswick, his teammate, and then Loiacono, a fellow Australian, watching those guys go at it. The minute the contact happened, you know what his driver does? Just look through the corner, turn left, and clear the action. So awesome stuff. There's been a bit of luck for Brad Majman here this weekend, no doubt about it. The speed has been there. Great weekend at Road America with 3 podiums and a race win, his 2nd of the season. But man, he's been gifted a couple of spots here, and he might be laughing again if he gets to the podium here today.
Yep.
4 laps remaining. Still 11 minutes left on the clock, but 4 laps remaining here. Anthony Martella now out to the lead of a half a second. Last time by, Ryan Janetta, pretty much exactly the same time there as Janetta trying to grab his first career USF2000 podium. Qualified on the pole, looking for that first breakout win. Maybe the win's not there, but my goodness, getting on the podium for the first time for Janetta would be massive. He's shown a lot of improvement from last year. It's to be a great day for Ryan Janetta, the Californian, for VRD Racing, pushing hard here. And it's not done, let's put it that way. Both those drivers, 122.3s on the last lap. They pulled 0.3 of a second on Garzone. Majman actually lost a little bit, so Garzone looks like he may be able to get to the podium here as well. I don't know that Majman's done, because Joao Vergara is up on the wheel in the VRD Racing number 3 as well. Look at him right there behind him.
Yep. Good stuff.
3 laps to go this time by. 3 remaining. And it was Martella who resets fast lap of the race with a 1:21.825. Martella looking to see if he can't get 33 points. Feast or famine, as I've said so many times about this young driver. He's either winning races or he finds himself getting wrecked. It's been a tough one for him for sure. And you think about the emotional roller coaster, John, that he's been on.
Yep.
Same thing. He sees the open racetrack. He and Loiacono coming out of the chaos of turn 2 yesterday. They end up getting together off the racetrack. Loiacono came across the track a bit on him. It's got to be tough mentally on a young driver like this. Try to win a title. You know you have the pace, but the incidents just keep coming and finding you.
Yeah, 2 wins already this season, so looking for yet another one here. So you can just hang in for another 2 laps.
Indeed, Martella leads. Janetta running very strongly there in the second spot. The best we've seen out of this young driver in his career in the USF Pro Championships. He is really stepping things up here midway through the season. I'm happy to see it. You press the rewind button to last year, he literally got collected in a start line wreck here right in front of us at start finish. Going back to green, drivers spinning each other out. He had nowhere to go. That was kind of the character of the season last year for Ryan Janetta. Always getting collected in an incident that was not of his own doing. He's really stepped to the forefront. When you qualify better, John, you get out front. You're with a better caliber driver, a more experienced driver up front. Normally, you're not going to be in as many wrecks. 2 to go. And Janetta's not done. In fact, he went a 10th quicker. In fact, he went purple last lap. Janetta turns the fastest lap. He is up on it. The mindset is going after that race win. Still lots of time on the clock, which is nice. We got another 9 minutes to finish this at our 7:15 hard stop, but right now, white flag will fly next time by. Let's pick up the battles that come through here. First and second, clean. Garzone looks good. Vergara continues to chase down Majman. About a car or 2 car lengths back. Best battles are back here. Wesley Gundler, Ayrton Kahn, Evan Cooley. Kahn and Cooley, teammates in Exclusive Autosport, running 9th and 10th.
Now Cooley's only a 10th of a second behind Kahn. And Gundler just about 0.3 in front of him as they're chasing down Lucas Nanji for that 7th place.
One more lap to go. Indeed, John. They'll see the white flag this next time by. It has been a wild afternoon, as we talked about. All that rain holding off the IndyCar qualifying session, pushing us back here, moving one of our USF Pro 2000 races to after IndyCar tomorrow afternoon. IndyCar and the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course working with us to put this together. Extending the day tomorrow. For those of you here trackside, if you don't want to be out in the traffic after the IndyCar race, you can enjoy another USF Pro 2000 race. But this is it. One more lap to go. Last time by, a 51.5 for both drivers. In fact, another purple lap for Janetta. He is pushing hard to try to get this race win. What kind of a draft do we get down the straightaway for Janetta? Does he think about going for the victory here? Is he close enough? Tail of the field coming through. We've already missed them down in turn number 4. Get back up front to the leaders. Here they come out of turn 5 and 6. Martella is one of those drivers that doesn't make a lot of mistakes here. Janetta's pushing really hard, but Martella strong through turn 8. Turn 9, the toughest corner on the racetrack. I think sometimes when you're being pressured, both those drivers hit their mark. Look at Janetta, how close he is. Man, he wants to get this victory, but the gap's still about a half a second. It's been like that for the last couple of laps. Through the last couple of corners, Martella's going to diamond it off. He'll come into turn number 13. And ladies and gentlemen, 3rd win of the season. The victor in USF 2000 at Mid-Ohio. That is Anthony Martella. The Exclusive Autosport driver coming away with his 3rd win of the season. It is hot and cold, up and down. Martella winning by 0.4 of a second. Fast lap goes to Ryan Janetta. Janetta 10th place in points as he marched his way up over the last couple of races. Great job there for Ryan Janetta, P2. His first career podium. Love seeing that. Sebastian Garzone, point leader, back where he is normally seen on the racetrack. Podium or top 5. Great job for the D-Force Racing driver. He ends up in 3rd. Brad Majman gifted those 2 spots after the contact between Loiacono and Beswick. They finish 14th and 15th respectively. Joao Vergara put the pressure on. Excuse me. P5. Gabriel Kahn, another great job for Gabriel Kahn today. Started 12th, finishes 6th, split the difference. Great job moving forward. Lucas Nanji, another top 10 in 7th. Wesley Gundler, 8th. Ayrton Kahn, 9th. And Evan Crudley rounds out the top 10. 5 minutes to spare as well. They're out there right now, folks. On behalf of the USF Pro Championships, thank you so much to the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course corner workers. A long day for them, not only sitting through the immense heat, the sun, the rain, the wind, and again, all the way to 7:10 for us as well. So shout out to your crew here, John.
Yeah, absolutely. They're the heart of our effort here at Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. They're with us for all of our races, and thanks again to the corner workers putting in the extra time to be sure we get this final race of the day in. And it's going to be a longer day for him tomorrow as well. Rob's going to make his way down to the podium to interview our top 3. And he and I will be together at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
I'll see you tomorrow, John.
Sounds great, buddy. Once again, Weldon finishing in the 11th spot. Vian Boshoff, the South African, coming home in 12th spot. Liam Saleh in the 13th position. Liam Loiacono and Eddie Beswick, after coming together, finish 14th and 15th. Jack Morhart, the last car running at the finish on the lead lap. Callahan Peter, Thomas Nordquist, and Connor Aspley not finishing the race. But Anthony Martella into the pit lane, right there in front of the victory podium. You can see his emotion as he finally breaks through for his 3rd win on the season after a disappointing day yesterday, like you said, getting caught up in somebody else's incident. He's able to bounce back in fine fashion here and take his 3rd win on the season. With Ayrton Kahn finishing a little further down the order, that should give Martella a move up at least 1 spot in the points. Kahn finishing in 9th position. Martella will outscore him pretty substantially, and he was only 2 points behind coming into this race, so that'll move Martella, unofficially of course, up into 6th in the points battle. And his next target will be Joao Vergara, who finished in 5th spot. So Vergara will pick up another good points, another top 5 finish for him, coming off a podium in yesterday's race where he finished in 2nd spot. But here comes Anthony Martella out of the cockpit. He will celebrate win number 3 on the season. Congratulations from his crew. Martella celebrating his win number 3. Good way to round out the weekend for the USF2000 drivers. Martella, Ryan Ginetta with his first ever podium. It's a great way to end the weekend for Ginetta as well. Sebastian Garzon, the points leader, back into his top 5 finishing ways. Yet another podium finish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's his 8th podium on the season for Sebastian Garzon. And with Brad Majman finishing in 4th, he will stretch his points lead just a little bit more. That's Garzon finishing ahead of Majman, so extending that points lead just a bit. Majman just missing out on back-to-back podiums, as he's had 4 podiums in a row coming into this round. So he'll fall just 1 position short of finishing on the podium for the 5th consecutive time. But he's still very much second in the points, very much in the hunt here as we enter the second half of the season. Rob Howden down in victory circle to talk to our top 3 finishers. Rob?
Thank you so much, John. Indeed, finally getting this one done for USF 2000. We had to wait for a while for sure, but We are indeed getting ready to go here. Let's bring the drivers up here, wrap things up for a long day here at Mid-Ohio. Finishing in third place today, your point leader for D-Force Racing, Sebastian Garzone. Sebastian, a rough race yesterday. For you to be able to come back and get a top three here, another podium for you, it's big for the championship.
Yeah, I want to thank God, my team, Ernesto, David, Simon, my mechanic Isra, the whole crew of D-Force, to get fix my car about yesterday crash. Now work harder for in Portland to try to extend more the championship points and work good. Yeah.
Nicely done. Get up on top here. P3 for Sebastian Garzone. Great job for him. This young driver here, we watched him come through the ranks through USF Juniors into USF2000. His first career podium, folks. Give it up for VRD Racing, Ryan Ginetta. Ryan, I know you wanted that victory. Stay down here with me. I know you wanted that race win, but hey, your first podium is still a big milestone.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Martello ran a great race. Garzone ran a great race. Super happy to be up here and, put it together.
All told, were you happy with the race car? What was the track like as well?
Track was honestly, it fell off real quick. Super happy with the race car. VRD put a mega car together this week.
Congratulations. Jump on top there. Grab your second place trophy. First podium for that young driver, Ryan Ginetta. First of many for sure. Again, we talked about the broadcast. It's kind of feast or famine, hot or cold, up or down for this young driver. Today, it's an up. The winner for Exclusive Autosport, Anthony Martella. Dale, what an up and down season for you. I just can't believe it. You're either winning races or you're on the sidelines. You're up top here right now. Just give me your thoughts for another victory, your third of the season.
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, every time I win, I feel like I have to go through adversity to win again. But, this whole team did an amazing job putting the car together. I felt I did a really good job driving the car right from when we rocked up in first practice. But, yeah, I'm still happy to win and ready to keep going into the end of the season.
Who do you want to thank today?
First of all, I want to say a massive thank you to NIN guys. Miguel and Angel, they've done a lot of hard work and put up a lot of belief in me throughout my whole career. So, round of applause to them. They've done an amazing job. And I want to thank my whole Exclusive Autosport crew, my driver coach Oliver Askew, my engineer Lou D'Agostino, as well as my team owners Michael Duncalf and Josh Cooley, as well as my dad and my mechanic Gavin.
Well done, my friend. Get on top.
Thank you.
Another race win for Anthony Martella, third on the season. This kid isn't out of the championship yet, ladies and gentlemen. What a fantastic drive. Did not put a wheel wrong. The pressure from Ryan Ginetta the entire race. And again, did not drop a wheel, kept the power down, had fast lap for much of that race. 32 points added on as Ginetta able to steal away that fast lap. Great runs for all three of these drivers. Different stories, of course. We talked about Martella up and down. Ginetta finally getting that first podium. He's been chasing the win just around the corner for the young Californian. And then another fantastic finish. Only one finish outside the top five so far for Sebastian Garzone, second-year driver for D-Force Racing. And he is able to extend his point lead. Driver coming in P2 in the championship, Brad Majman finishing in the fourth spot, so the gap widening just a little bit as Garzone finishing just ahead of Majman. All told, some amazing racing out there. Some messy stuff as well. But the bottom line is we were able to wrap up a day here. 2 USF Pro 2000 races next week, rather tomorrow. One is tomorrow morning, one tomorrow after IndyCar. What a weekend it's been so far. I think you can hear it in my voice. We're all stressing out through the day. So much going on. We didn't expect to be here at 7:18 in the evening, I'll tell you that. But we are worth it for these drivers getting to get a chance to be here on the podium. All three of these drivers, deserving young racers, all looking to try to work their way into the NTT IndyCar Series. Talented drivers for sure. Canada, the USA, and Colombia on the box here today. Guys, grab your champagne. Let's get at it. Let's grip it and rip it and celebrate the last race of the day. USF2000. They cap off their doubleheader here at the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. Anthony Martella wins his third race of the year for Exclusive Autosport. Ginetta on the podium for the first time for BRD Racing. And Garzone extends his championship lead for D-Force Racing. Folks, that wraps things up from a long day here at the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. Again, 2 more races tomorrow. We'll start the day off very early with USF Pro 2000 Race 2. After IndyCar is done, don't go anywhere. Hang out here. Don't worry about the traffic. USF Pro 2000 Race 3 to cap off a fantastic weekend here at the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. Thank you so much for tuning into the broadcast, folks. We do appreciate that. On behalf of Anderson Promotions and Continental Tire, my name's Rob Howden. Bye for now.